Hey, how doing, Holmes here? I'm playing Elden Ring, Nightreign here. Um, yeah, played a few rounds. Kind of got an idea how this works. So the simplest way to put it, it's battle royale without PvP. Because we have a zone that closes, and then we have 3 days. At the end of each day, you fight a key boss, and in the right now, there's only like what three, three or four key bosses, I think. So I'll explain more about that later. But yeah, so first we start off here and then just kind of collect resources, like throwing, don't like dwell on the resources too much, like when it comes to like the consumables. I guess the best ones are like poison, because you can poison the boss. And the weapons, frost and bleed is the best from what I've seen. From my personal experience. Maybe some others will have, better experiences with other things like fire or whatever. But for me, I think bleed and frost probably does the most. So yeah. And then when your teammates find site of grace, it will tell you the site of graces are basically just places for you to refill your potions and also level up. So the leveling up in this game is a little bit different than the base Elden Ring. Right here, when you have enough runes, like right here, when I hit level up, you see all my stats just all increased. So I'm not sure if it's like a class specific thing on what increases more than what, but basically the game chooses what goes up. Okay, you don't get to choose like what stats you want. So yeah, but you don't have to worry about like, oh, I have to farm like 10 levels or whatever, just so I can have enough HP. Now, when you hit one level, like all your stats go up. Your FP, your MP, your HP. Wait, MP is the same as FP. Your FP, HP, and stamina, they all go up. And then when it comes to weapons, there are some weapons that require like it to, like you have to be like level 9 or whatever for it to be effective. So it's not like a stat based kind of thing. So that's how leveling up works. Each time you level up, the next level is going to require more runes. Um, so that's the thing about leveling up. Now let's talk about death, because it's going to happen real soon right here. Yep, I got struck, like the lightning, not lightning, magic arrows struck me and I just instantly died. Because I chose the class with the lowest HP, I think. So, yeah, I did not expect the magic arrow rain to hit me right off the bat there. So, if you die in Nightreign here, you will lose a level. See, level lost. So that one level that I gain, you'll lose it. So you only lose one level. So if you leveled up 5 times and you died once, you'll go back to level 4. It's not like you'll drop back to level 0 or level 1 or whatever. So you don't have to worry about that. So what happens if you die without leveling up? Nothing. You lose your souls though. Like it'll be dropped there. You can go and retrieve it just like in the original Elden Ring. So that's how the death system works. It's not game over if you die. The only way you'll get a game over if your whole team wipes. Like if all three of you guys die, that's when the game ends. But in the overworld, if everyone dies, I'm not sure if the game will end, because I've only had like the experience where people will rage quit or they DC, I don't know. But then they leave halfway through the game. They disconnect halfway through the game and I'm just like the only one left. And then I tried to just like end the match by dying, and then it doesn't give me a loss until I'm fighting a main boss. So I don't know how that actually works when it comes to like before the end of the day here. Um, so yeah. If you leave mid-match, you will get a penalty. I'm not sure what the penalty is. I still like when everyone left, I tried to leave, and then it said that there's a penalty, so I just stayed the whole time. But the bad thing about um like the random matchmaking is if someone rage quits, I'm not sure if the boss's HP will like get reduced. I feel like it doesn't. Like it still has as much HP as it will have for 3 people. So yeah. And oh, here's the thing about deaths. If somebody dies, there's like that bar on top of their head, and you can go up to the character and you hit them and deplete that bar and you can revive them. Okay? That's how you can revive your teammates. What I did here just now, it's the ultimate or the ultimate skill for each character. So each character has their own ultimate skill. And our teammate dropped here again, so I used it. It's basically a cloaking thing. I'm like completely invisible here to the enemies. So I can just go up to my teammate and then just revive them as quickly as possible. And since I barely have any HP, that's why I used it there. So that's the Duchess ultimate skill. I'm not sure what the other ones have. Ooh, Stone Sword Key. So yeah, not sure what the other characters have. I think the Falcon or Eagle guy has like a dive bomb kind of thing, and then I'm not sure what the other two have. I don't know what the mage has, and I don't know what the knight has. So yeah, and you can see right here this blue thing that like kind of slowly approached me. This I guess is the Nightreign. This is the zone, and you can get hurt in here. So it's basically like the battle royale game, where if you're out of zone, your character will start taking damage. That's what's happening here. And then you can actually sprint, but at this point, I still didn't know there was a different sprint. You can, if you're playing on PlayStation 5, you can click L3 and then you do a running animation, kind of like what my teammates doing. I thought it was like a special skill that they have, but now everyone can do that. So yeah, we talked about deaths, we talked about bonfire and leveling up. Um, okay, let's talk about gathering resources. So like I said, well, I don't know if I said this before, but I thought I did. But pretty much you just want to beat enemies as a team. You can go off on your own, but just be careful because like if everyone's skill level is not good, they're gonna get wrecked real quick. And then like you pretty much won't be making any progress. And I think it's better if you go as a team anyways, because so when you guys take on a boss, it'll be easier, quote unquote boss, like the mini bosses. When you take them on, it'll be you guys can deal with them quicker, and then everyone can reap the benefit of defeating that tiny boss, the mini boss. And yeah, I think it's better to do it like that rather than like all 3 of you guys to just go your own way and then fight your own bosses or whatever. I'm not sure if that'll work, but yeah, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I don't know. Every time when the team like fully splits up, like the mission fails horribly in the first boss. So I think it's better to just stick as a team. Now I heard that there is a solo option, but it is not available in the beta here. So yeah, I heard it's a solo option. Like you'll have 2 AIs with you, and they'll just follow you. As to having 2 random, but this could be fun too, like teaming in with randoms. if they're if they know what they're doing. If they don't know what they're doing, it can be really frustrating, especially if they leave like midway. Like, because if someone leaves, there's no AI that pops in to replace them. By the way, like you're kind of screwed. Like if both of them end up like rage quitting, then you're by yourself. Like there's no AI to refill it. And like I said earlier, I don't think the boss's HP gets like adjusted either. So it's basically like a failed run, unless like you're super pro and then you can just take on all the bosses without getting hit at all. Then I guess I guess that'll work. But other than that, it's kind of frustrating. That's my only complaint about Nightreign. It's that I don't think the boss's HP gets adjusted when people leave. But yeah, here's a merchant, so I'm buying upgrade stones. Well, I thought I bought the upgrade stone, but I did not. Okay, let's upgrade the claw since that's what we're using right now. It has bleed. Now, I don't know if there is a further smithing, like a better smithing stone that can be found in the beta, but I have yet to find like the second smithing stone to level up like my weapon to purple. Like I don't know if there's something I'm missing, but I've so far only found the regular one in the beta. So yeah, but the concept of this is pretty cool. Like each character has their own unique, I guess, unique style. I'm not sure if like the dodge system is the same. Like I should really try out the other classes. I've been like just doing, been playing as Duchess this whole time. She's really fun. Like the dodge for her, it's like if you play Dark Souls, the ring that you get that lets you like do backflips and stuff, she has that as her passive dodge, and also like that combined with Bloodborne dodge. So she's like very nimble, which I really like. Actually, it looks pretty cool too when she dodges. So yeah, lots of iframe. The game actually feels easier to the base game Elden Ring, as long as you're playing as a team here. If you're doing soloing, it could feel a little bit harder. So, but I'm pretty sure some of you mad lads out there can pull off a carry. But yeah, it's because I think the game the bosses are designed. Well, not like these guys. You know, these guys they're nothing. I'm not fighting him because the Nightreign is approaching. So, I mean, the circle is like closing in. So I'm not fighting him. But yeah, I think like the main bosses are mostly designed for 3 players. I guess it's like it's arguable. Some people will probably say, "No, Holmes, you just suck." Well, maybe I do, but I don't know. I feel like they're tougher. But the day 2 boss, which is Morgat, Morgat. I don't know. The Fell Omen, that guy. Um, I think he has his moves changed a little bit. Like they have additional moves, or maybe I just haven't played the base Elden Ring in a long time that I don't remember all their moves. But I feel like the bosses here, like the end of each day main boss, has unique moves, or some of them do. The boss we're going to be facing here is going to be the Centipede demon, and this is going to be a boss from Dark Souls 1 actually. So that is pretty cool. I mean, we saw the the Storm King in the trailer, so we know that they're bringing like bosses from Dark Souls. But I wonder if they're gonna port all the bosses over, which I mean it'll be pretty badass. And if they start adding like new moves to them, that can be pretty cool. And I wonder if they'll be like adding Bloodborne or Sekiro kind of thing, or is it just exclusively Dark Souls? You know, because I don't think we've seen anything from Demon Souls yet. So yeah, I don't think I've seen a single boss from Demon Souls yet. I mean, yeah, Demon Souls. So Centipede boss, this is not from Elden Ring. This is from Dark Souls 1. And from what I remember, I think the attacks are still the same. I don't think this guy got any new moves though. But yeah. And you see how there's 3 of us and the boss's HP is still barely dropping. So yeah, imagine this, but everyone leaves. You're by yourself. I mean, the boss's attacks like it's not really like super complicated, so but it can still be kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. Right here, I'm trying out the scythe actually. I thought it would build up bleed quicker, but not sure if I missed the memo or something like that. But it feels it kind of sucks. I was like, cause like in the base Souls game, I thought the scythe like build up bleed fairly quickly, but I don't know. I mean, the boss did just bleed a second ago just now, so maybe it's still on that cooldown or whatever. So yeah, I think I should just stick with the claws here. Works better. And I don't know what that was, where it looked like someone did a shotgun thing. I think that might be the knight's ultimate skill, maybe. Be careful about cutting off the centipede's parts, I guess. Oh, watch out for the firebomb. You cut off the tail, the tail will actually be like a separate enemy. Do you get anything for killing it? I don't think so. It's just kind of a problem if you do. And then I think it's like one of its arms. It might be the... Actually, I don't even know if it's like the right arm or the long ass arm in the front, but you can cut that off too. So yeah. But like if you cut off like pieces of this boss, it's just... Am I dead? Good. Yeah, it just makes the fight a little bit more annoying. The second boss you can fight in day 1 is the demi-humans. That one is kind of tougher, I would say, because if you don't take down the sword master first, actually, not quickly. If you don't take out the sword master first, you could be looking at I guess, because the main boss, like the mother of beast or whatever her name is, she can start summoning when her HP gets low. So yeah, it can be like 2 bosses plus like summons. So that's why it's a little bit tricky. But if everyone takes down the Swordmaster first, it's not that much of a problem. So yeah, the way to get past the first night is you defeat the boss, and then day 2 begins. And then yeah, it's better if you stick with the team here, so like everyone can watch each other's back. So if you have 2 friends, that'll be ideal. These are randoms, by the way. I don't know these guys. I don't think... I'm not sure how many people I know got into the beta, but if they did, they didn't tell me, and I didn't go around announcing that I got into the beta either, so yeah, maybe the lack of communication there. But yeah. So taking on the dragon here. Where's my 3rd teammate? I think it's only the 2 of us right now. But the bleed is pretty good. And this dragon's from Elden Ring, so I already know how to fight him. If you played Elden Ring, most of the enemies here you will know how to fight. Actually, like if you played all the Souls games, I think this will be a trip down memory lanes. Like as they add bosses in and stuff like that, that'll be really cool. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, I got him. I ate 2 hits. Thank you for the res. And okay, that fire sweep did not hit me. That's good. I thought that was gonna like get me as soon as I got up. So that was good. How many times have I died now? 3 times. I'm probably the worst in the team right now. Alright, our Falcon guy actually decided to join in. So yeah, this is an example for an overworld quote-unquote mini-boss, because once we defeat this guy, you'll always get a Site of Grace. and you'll get this thing right here. I don't know what you want to call this. And then there's like random items in there. It's usually 3. Sometimes it's only 2. And yeah, there's like stat increase and stuff like that. There's also like weapons you can get, but these are all random. So this is why you want to be taking on the overworld mini bosses. And on top of that, you get a good amount of souls too, or runes, or whatever. So yeah, but just know that the runes are used to upgrade your weapon if you want to be like buying stones or whatever, and they're used for leveling up. So basically, it's shared. So be careful on what you want to like splurge on. And I don't think the shop changes as of now. Like this guy's still selling the same old thing here. So there's that. But I just got a passive spell that activates these swords. So that's pretty cool. It's not like super broken, but it's still pretty nice. So this one is a little bit different. This quote unquote boss. It's basically this entire freaking camp. So yeah, there's chests here. Some camps have like better chests. This one seems kind of basic. And oh, it's freaking he countered me. The charge counter is the proper word. You see the dodge, just sidestepping is pretty cool. That's like free bloodhound step. Maybe in the next beta I'll try out another class. I don't know, I'm just really having a lot of fun with Duchess. I guess I'll try out another class just so I can like experience the differences, because I literally have nothing to compare it to right now. So yeah. And yeah, fire is okay, but I know the main boss for the end here is gonna be like the Cerberus, and they're all like fire, so I don't know how well that's gonna do against them. So ideally, you're gonna want to have like, for me personally, I think poison works. If you can get something with Scarlet Rot, that'll be even better. But yeah, and all these items it's all random, so just choose whatever you want. If you want better stats, then go for that. If you think there's a weapon that you're gonna like, go for that. Yeah. Honestly, I should probably pick the stat upgrade and the weapon. Get another level there. So, where's my team? Okay, they want to go there. You can mark something on the map and your entire team can see it. So ideally, you want to have more healing items, and then like you don't have to prioritize going to the churches first. You can go to like a church, and then on the way to the second church, if there's like castle or dungeon that can be taken down, then take on that. Be mindful of the rain of the circle, because that can screw you up. In the early stages here, like in the morning, the rain can't really hurt you. Like it can still like do damage, but it won't like mess up your HP like crazy. So like you can still kind of hang around in the rain a little bit if you're like fighting a boss and it's almost dead. Like if you kill the boss in the circle, like in the rain, you can still reap the benefits. By the way, it's not like, oh well, since it's in the rain, it's over. The static grace will still pop up. That soul looking thing that you can choose, like weapon slash stats, that will still pop up. So yeah, in the early stages of the Nightreign thing, the circle, it's okay. You can kind of stay in there to fight if you have to. Oh, another thing I should mention: there is no fall damage whatsoever in this in this version of the game. So you can drop like from the highest point on the of a cliff or whatever. Your character will still take 0 damage. So that is really great actually. I was like super careful with the drops in the beginning here, but it turns out like, see, I just dropped all the way from all the way up there, and I took 0 damage. So this is awesome. If you click L3 while sprinting, you'll do like an even faster sprint. So it's kind of like when you're on torrent in Elden Ring. So that is like their way of compensating for you for not like having torrent in this game, I guess. So yeah, this is like this version that I'm recording here. I kind of know what to do, but I'm still like not 100% yet. I guess I know like 60% of what's happening. So I thought there was gonna be like enemies up here, but there's nobody up here. There's some chests up here though. Oh, another thing about chests. I forgot to mention this. They're the items that come out of the chest. They are shared, by the way. Okay, everyone, not everyone can have like the same weapon. So like if the body, like or a chest or whatever, drops like this awesome great sword or whatever, only one person can pick it up. Like the loot, it's not divided. It's not like everyone gets their own loot. Everyone, like, it's basically first come first serve. So that is the bad thing about sticking together, I guess. Like if you guys are fighting enemy, or if you guys are clearing area and you go to a treasure room and you open a chest and something good pops up, somebody else can beat you to it. So even if like they suck or whatever and then they pick it up, you can't use it. I mean, you can ask them to drop it, but it's basically whoever gets it first gets it. That's not how it is with the bosses though. So, but I'm not sure if everyone gets the same drop from the boss either. So yeah, that's something I don't know. Like, because I actually just played randomly with a bunch of randoms here, so no chats or anything like that. I don't even think there's in-game chats here. But yeah, if you're playing with your friends, then you know you guys can kind of probably test it out. Like, hey, I got this, I got these 3 drops from this boss. What did you get? Is it the same? Is it different? You know, you can kind of check that, I guess. Since I'm playing solo, I don't know if like the boss drops are different. If you guys watching got into the beta and then you guys actually got to play with your friends, let me know, please. Are the boss drops separated, or is it everyone gets the same 3 drops? So, yeah. Because that one, like you won't be missing out. See, like it's like the soul things here, and even though that guy just checked it, I still have the option to choose like whatever I want. As to if I opened a chest here and then like 3 swords popped up, one of them is like legendary, and then the other one, like the other 2s are just your common ass swords. If my teammate picked up the legendary sword, I won't be able to pick it up. So that's one thing that kind of sucks. But you know, whatever's. Yeah, I wonder if later on you can like you can buy your own weapons and then you can go into the mission with it, because that would be kind of cool. You know, you can have your own setup from the beginning, and then you're basically just kind of farming for like passive skills or levels, stuff like that. I think being able to choose your starting weapon will be pretty awesome. And I wonder if you can customize your characters later as well, because right now these 4 classes, like the Knight, the Falcon, which I think is a summoner, and then Duchess, which is like a Dex build, and then there's a sorcerer. There's only 4 classes, and they only have whatever look that's there. So yeah, it'd be cool if you can customize your own character so you can actually look like the way you want to and still move like the build you want to have. Because I'd be pretty happy if I can move like my Elden Ring character. I mean, if I can look like my Elden Ring character and move like Duchess, that will be fantastic. So yeah, and like I said earlier, I wonder if they'll be porting anything from Sekiro and Bloodborne. Because man, like if you can get the hunter like outfit, oh man, that I think that's gonna be pretty awesome. Now, whether it be like if anything, it might be a microtransaction kind of thing, maybe. Because I think there's a maybe a microtransaction thing going on in this game. Maybe, okay, I'm not sure. But if anything, it's probably just cosmetics. If it has anything to do with how strong you can become, then that will make the gaming kind of iffy. Like, I mean, the concept of this is good, but Miyazaki's not behind it, so I'm kind of like iffy about this, I guess. Because last time the a Souls game that came out without Miyazaki, it was kind of weird. I mean, I know some people like Dark Souls too. I'm just not one of those people. But if you like it, then great. I'm not gonna like shit on you just for liking it. But I personally can't. Like, I don't like it. The main reason why I don't like it is the movement. It feels weird. That's the only thing I don't like about Dark Souls 2. Other than that, everything's good. But Elden Ring, Nightreign, everything feels good right now. But if this game becomes like pay to win, then I don't know if I'll like enjoy it as much. I'll probably still play it though because it's really fun. But yeah, here's the Foul Omen. I thought he had like a different name when he had like the sword already. But I don't know, man. Was he already called the Foul Omen when he used the sword? I thought he was like the I don't know, something king or some shit. I don't know. I can't remember. And yeah, fights just like the base game here. There's a move that he does where I think it's new. Or maybe I just don't really know about it. This move right here, when he throws these daggers like crazy. Did he have this in the base game? Because I don't remember him spamming it like crazy like this before. I think this is the first time I've seen it. This guy is always going to be the day 2 boss. I think. I had one encounter where he kind of jumped me. And I'll show that video off on a separate video, but and then the end boss. I don't know if it's the end boss, but it was like a boss. I can't even remember what happened in that match because it was so different than the other ones. Okay, this move right here, I don't know if that's different. I don't remember him ever doing this before. This freaking millennia blood slash thing. But I always kept close to him when I was fighting him in Elden Ring, so I don't know if that's just something he didn't do because I was always close or what, but that was really weird. If you get locked by this dagger throw, you just keep spamming dodge to one side and you can avoid that fairly easily. If I have to compare this game to something that's familiar, I would say Monster Hunter. It really feels like Monster Hunter here. Except like Monster Hunter doesn't have you have to like farm up your levels and gear. I guess in a way you do, because you have to like fight monsters over and over and over again, just craft their gear. But yeah, I don't know how to properly explain this. Battle Royale, where you gather all the resources, except there's leveling up here. And then after you get all your like gears together. When you fight monsters or fight bosses, it feels like Monster Hunter. That's what I feel, at least. It's pretty fun. Like, if you're worried about this game being too difficult and don't want to like dive into it, if you like Monster Hunter, I think you'll like this. It like if you're playing as a team, like if you have two other buddies to play with you, and you guys can just like go through dungeons together like each day, and then get like prepare your characters for the end of the day boss. I think that'll be fun. Like it won't be difficult if you're together because if you die, you can get rest. It's not like in like the base Elden Ring. If you die, you get sent back to your own world. It's not like that, and then you just lose that ally, and you have to like resummon them or whatever. It's not like that here. So I think this game's a little bit more forgiving as long as you have friends. We'll have to see when the game releases for the solo version of the game because I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know how good the AIs are gonna be. It's like if the AIs are kind of dumb, then that might be a problem. So we'll see. Like I don't know how you can upgrade the AIs when it comes to soloing. But yeah, the co-oping thing is pretty fun. Right here I'm just buying a whole bunch of stuff, but the end fight it's not gonna be from this run because this run it doesn't end well. I have a second run that ended well, but I didn't hit the record because like it was separate sessions. This is from the first, well, no, this is from the second beta test, and then I had a successful run on the third beta test. I didn't join the first beta test because I was out, so yeah. This is always the final boss for the DLC. Maybe. The reason why I say maybe is because of that other encounter that I encountered, which I don't know if it changed the final boss or not, but that run ended in a weird way, so I don't know, I'll show that off in the next video. But yeah, it's this like, it's this Cerberus thing here. It's pretty cool. You're gonna see that I have like a different setup here. I have the Wakasashi and the Uchikatana, baby. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And there's two Duchess in the team here. But this team is actually like way more OP than the first team that I had that got to the Cerberus. Or maybe because everyone had like an OP setup. But like I really wanted to show like the progress of this one because I had more of a clue what to do in the beginning than I did with the one I just showed off. But so far that was like the only, this and the other one is the only one that I made it this far with. Oh wait, and the other one, but that one I like I said, it ended kind of weird, so I'm still dying in the process. I think I'm the problem here. Save me, Duchess. Save me, Falcon guy. Thank you. So yeah, the Cerberus can split, and then it can also rejoin together. Its moves are like not too difficult, I guess. It doesn't have any crazy moves. It's just when it splits, it can be kind of hectic because you can potentially get hit from the sides or whatever because of there's three of them, and I don't know how the how the aggro works, because sometimes you're fighting one and the other one just comes after you from the back, or you're fighting one and then it just decided to change its target to your teammates or whatever. So yeah, basically it has the sword sweep, which hits 3 times, like left, right, and then overhead, or is it overhead, left, right? It's one of those combinations. And then when it howls like that, it bursts into flames, and it goes like it splits. So I'm just being careful here now because of what happened earlier. And yep, see, 2 of them are on me. Alright guys, calm down. Holy crap. Okay. Jesus. I really like this dodge with the lightning thing though. I think this is pretty good. Like in the overworld, this was helping me kill like small enemies. So that was pretty awesome. And the cooldown for that, it seems pretty quick too. So I'm just like, I just keep spamming dodge. And it's damaging the bosses. Like right here, when they split, they have a shared HP as well. So if everyone like gets their own dog to fight, the boss's HP can just like disappear. See ya. Yeah, all in all, I'm gonna pick up this game. Releases. It's fun. It's like Elden Ring with friends, where you guys make progress together, and there's no like stress about getting baited or whatever. As of now, at least, I don't know if they'll add like a feature in later or whatever. But yeah, make progress together. Someone dies, you can just res them there. You don't have to like go and resummon them. Um, yeah. Hopefully, I explained the concept of the game well enough. If not, someone, I guess the haters will hate on me in the comments. But if you have questions, you can ask in the comments, and I'll do my best to reply. Oh, this is the things I was talking about, by the way. These gems. So after each run, successful or not, you'll get some of those, and then you can equip it there, at the altar. And for each character that like, because you can pick your characters. So I'm only equipping things with Duchess here because that's what I've been playing. But you can like swap them out. It's not like if you take them out, it's like it'll be destroyed or whatever. So it's fine. You can switch this out to the knight if you want, or to the mage. But each of these crystals have their own passive skills. So depending on what you have, that's like the passive that you'll have going into the run. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video. So I thank you all so very much for watching. Hopefully this video has been entertaining or helpful or enjoyable. And yeah, I hope to catch y'all next time. Homes out.